nature, the King of all nations. Give it up! The gift of Christmas. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But in the quiet of that Christmas night, introducing God's holy light, the stars of Bethlehem led us to the gift of salvation. Now we can feel the heartbeat of heaven. Baby Jesus sees us, God's now with us and in us, the gifts of Christmas. God's love in person. Finally, the Word became flesh. No baby shower, straight to the manger, regardless of his birth condition. Nothing could stop the gift of salvation. I'm talking Emmanuel, I'm talking Messiah. And from the time in the womb of Mary to the manger, from the manger to the temple, from the temple to the cross, from the cross to the grave. Grave, now we are brave to be called co-heirs with Christ, because he came to save the world and rebuild our broken walls. So your duty is not to worry or bother. In fact, don't ponder because you are under. Don't flounder because you are down. You can still be the thunder that will make others wonder before they surrender, because the Son is your answer. I'm talking about the Son of God. The Son of God who is God. He came from heaven to dwell with men, so that the sons of men could be called the sons of God. And in his holy place, angels adore him with resounding praise. How swiftly were you born of a virgin to save the human race, so that as we lift our hands in praise, the writings of the enemies are erased. And as we lift our voice to sing amazing grace, he will make our hearts his dwelling place. And as the angels adore him, like the carol that celebrates him, I am here to exalt him. To the one who is holy, is humble, he's loving, he's caring, he's forgiving, he's spotless, he's harmless, he's unsinful, he's truthful, he's faithful, he's gracious, he's glorious, he's merciful, he's marvelous, and of course he's wonderful. He is not just a baby in the manger. He is also the messenger and savior. He is not just the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He is also the lamb slain for sinners. To the doctors, he is the great physician. To the travelers, he is the way. To the journalist, he is the truth. To the carpenter, he is the door. To the chef, is the bread of life and feast of heaven. To Doxology, he's the the one that does as he says, and he says as he does, yet he's still on the throne. Lion and Judah, he's the king of the Jews, he's the king of Israel, he's the king of heaven, he's the king of ages, he's the king of glory, he's the king of love, he's the king of peace, he's the king of life, he's the king of kings, and of course he's the Lord of lords. Herod couldn't kill him. Professors and doctors marveled at his wisdom and understanding. Pilate couldn't find a fault in him. The Pharaohs, he couldn't stand him. The Satos, he couldn't handle him. Grave couldn't keep him. Death couldn't hold him. Hell couldn't stop him. Satan couldn't win the battle. Even the sins of the world could not pollute him. I don't know if I'm talking about your king. If I'm talking about your king, and you got some dance in your shoes, some joy in your heart, some shout in your mouth, your hands are not tied. People of God, give Jesus a shout.
Hey, he said,